Boom.
Woo! How's that? Guess what, Neil?
Tell me.
It's a TC ball busting night.
It sure
Yes. Just be prepared, everybody. Yeah. And welcome back to the Off Lip Radio Show. Show number 800.
818.
818. Congratulations. We've survived that long tonight.
818.
818 shows. I think Dave Nelly Nelson is here tonight.
Yeah.
Has been on
Probably
7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
Maybe so. I don't
Well,
know.
you're
Definitely.
a fixture in the community and in our surf industry, and it's always great to have you.
Thank you.
What I'm going to
We
do...
got Isla Hardy right here, too.
Yes, Isla's here. We have some big stuff we're going to talk to this little munchkin
Are you
about.
pulling some money off for Isla?
Well, CTC, he always complains I interrupt him, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do tonight, every time I interrupt him from talking, I'm going to give him $1.
$1? How about 20?
Well, the
I will really keep you from interrupting me.
20?
you might make $100 in an hour.
Okay.
Oh, so you're going to shut up now, huh?
Y'all, I'm not saying a word.
Keep your $100.
Time for everything.
Oh.
Right here.
Okay, there's the money. We're going to see. Oh, there's a 5.
Get that out of there.
Jeez. Well, for those who don't know,
Yeah.
Neil's really good at interrupting Dave when he wants to say something, and it's been that way forever.
We discussed why. We
And
discussed...
I've been on the show multiple times when you have said, "Dude, shut up and let me talk." Right?
Well, the thing is I have ADD, so if I don't get to finish my sentence, then I don't remember what I was talking about. So, and yeah, many times, Neil.
You see how he bit his tongue just now?
He did.
So tonight, we welcome back Dave Nelson here, prolific photographer, surfer, skateboarder, local here in town.
Incomparable. Incomparable.
Incomparable. And also somebody who has been dedicated to his art. And congratulations. Because some people are always here today, gone tomorrow.
Yep. And
you have been consistently following your pursuit of documenting the history of surfing.
It's fun.
Yeah. And
I'm one of my favorite people.
yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
And Isla, how are you related? What's going on here?
I was born and we lived across the street from them for a while, and my parents were friends with them for a long time.
Okay. You surf.
Yes.
Earlier, Dave was saying that you were over at the lane today and it was kind of pumping.
Big lane.
And you took a pretty hefty spill.
I
Was that could we say that was your worst wipeout?
probably not my worst one, but it was pretty bad.
It was pretty heavy just because it was like a huge bomb, and it was right in front of the
Right,
cliff.
I got dragged under.
And there was 5 bombs right behind it, which just landed.
I saw the
right
photo.
overhead.
You literally were head first,
with my feet over.
and your feet straight in the air.
Yeah.
I would say that was at least 3 times overhead, maybe more.
Probably.
Yeah, it was a big wave. As it was happening, what was going through your head?
Well, I thought I had it, and then I got to my feet, and then I felt everything kind of blow up behind me, and so I was going down head first, and I just went, "Oh shoot, what did I get myself into?"
Did Flea talk you into that one? Can we blame Flea for this?
I decided to go. I probably shouldn't have gone.
You just whipped it in there.
Yeah, we
No
pulled
fear.
up. We pulled up,
No.
and it was like I saw this set, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Right.
Like, did a new swell hit, and he's all, "Yeah, this is a new direct," and then whatever, and I was like, "Ooh." I'm like, "All right, we're going off the point, Isla," and please, I'll stay with her the whole time, you know what I mean? And there was a couple other sets that hit where they were like,
You were duck diving,
Scratching
and duck diving.
Yeah.
It was
So
like
after you
cleaning
took this-
people out,
Was it the
basically.
first wave of the set? This big one you took off on and fell?
No, it was just a super long set. It was actually probably the 3rd wave.
Big south swell,
Yeah.
bunch of waves.
Yeah.
And then after that, 5 more to the head, and you get washed through the slot.
All the way to the inside.
Wow.
No, she went 100 yards.
Were you
Did you
scared?
paddle back
She was
out after
under
that and
for
catch
a
another
long
one?
time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like 1 or 2 more after that.
Oh,
Can't
you,
have done that.
Yeah.
you weren't
great.
scared? You weren't scared at all?
Not really, because I was just in Nicaragua and it was pretty big, so I think that prepared me.
Of course.
better. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was charging Colorado. I saw the videos, and it was like pretty big down there.
How old are you?
I just turned 13.
And who got you into surfing?
Well, my dad has started me when I was super little on his board. We used to tandem. So that's pretty much when I started.
And do you want to keep surfing? You're in this for the long haul?
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. High school surf team, the whole deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do middle school and then NSSA and Prime.
And what grade are you in now?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, okay.
She just made the U.S. team.
No, not US, but
Which team?
Prime.
Prime team.
It's like
You made the crime team?
Is the prime team prime?
It's not really a team. It's just a competition level.
Isn't it Ryan Simmons, the guy, and he coaches?
That's the USA surfing team.
So your contest surfing, how'd it go this year?
It went pretty good. This year was my first full year actually competing, so I learned a lot. But I had a lot of fun doing it because we got to go down south and stuff, which I haven't been down there a ton until this year.
And
So
do you have some results?
Down south, not very good, but up here, I kept improving and did better.
She's made some finals.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
Well done.
Well done.
Well, it's I always say it takes practice, just like math.
Yeah.
And with practice, you will progress.
Perfect
And
practice.
having a coach right here, Coach Nelly, Coach Flea. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
And you know what the best
She's pretty good.
is she has a half pipe in her backyard and she tears it.
Awesome. I
Name
love
a
it.
trick, she can do it.
I love it. That's
Wow.
great. Well, because that motion of generating speed on your ramp is exactly what you're going to do surfing.
Yeah, and you can practice airs and stuff. It's
Exactly.
pretty
I love it. Wow. And Isla, what's your last name?
fun. Hardy.
Hardy. So Isla Hardy, everybody. Keep an eye because I love how we see the future, and you are the future of Santa Cruz surfing. So, yeah.
Duty, just have hers, I guess. We'll get rid of Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly's out of here. And where are you going
She's
to
the
school?
positive vibe
I'm
warrior.
homeschooling this
Oh, you're
year,
homeschooling.
All
but
right.
I did go to Twin Lakes.
Okay, you went to Twin Lakes. You're homeschooling. How about for high school?
We don't know yet.
Okay, probably SoCal.
SoCal or homeschool.
All right, okay. So can you homeschool and surf on SoCal's team? No?
I think you can.
You can?
Some of my friends that are older and do high school surf team also homeschool, so I'm pretty sure you can.
Oh, cool. Is that the team you're shooting for? Is SoCal?
I think so.
Good move.
Did
Yeah.
you surf with Curly from Twin Lakes Church?
Oh, Curly!
Mr.
I
Craig.
love him, yes!
Yeah, Mr. Craig's awesome.
Yeah, he's so funny. I love him.
Mr. Craig was my daughter's school teacher at
Oh,
Twin
really?
Lakes.
Mr.
He's
Craig is
so
my son's
impressive.
teacher.
Yeah. He used to teach in
He's
first
awesome.
grade.
Yeah, his
and-
wife teaches first grade, too.
Exactly, yeah. They might have met there. I'm not sure, but they might have actually met working there. I'm not sure. But that's
Yeah,
awesome.
He's so fun.
And a shout out for our guest next week's show. Pastor Renee Schlepp is going to be on
From
next
Twin
week.
Lakes
Oh,
Church.
I know Pastor.
Wow.
Yeah, Pastor
Pastor
Renee is
Renee,
awesome, and we love getting his radio voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the pipes.
We're supposed to have a wedding contest, him and I. Because
It's a wedding contest.
I marry people. I'm an ordained minister. Everybody, if you need, I'd be happy to help you out at your wedding. He marries a lot of people. He's a pro.
He's
Yeah,
pro.
yeah.
Make sure he shows up on time.
And Nelly, we want to talk a little
talk
bit.
about-
I mean, there's a couple of surfboards behind you. I want to talk about what you're doing for helping out with the Maui surfboard fundraising event. And if people have an old surfboard laying around that's serviceable.
Yeah, so we're doing this board drive. It was basically started by this guy, Judd Lau in Maui. And everyone knows by now what's happened in Lahaina, and everyone's houses burned down and their whole neighborhoods burned down. They lost all their everything. But he had the idea that to get them back in the water would be critical because everyone's really hurting over there and kind of sad and whatever, and nobody has boards. So he started this board drive and a fundraiser, basically, and he's shaping people custom boards. He's getting money from all over the world basically sent to him, and he's shaping people custom boards. And in the meantime, they need I don't even know how many surfers are there, but there's thousands and thousands and thousands. In the meantime, he started a board drive. So Liam McNamara from North Shore Surf Shop is taking care of Oahu, and he just loaded up a huge container and sent it to Maui. And we're going to do the same thing here in Santa Cruz. And so people are donating surfboards. TC just gave me these two beauties.
These two beauties right here, folks.
So I'm super stoked. And Kelly Sorensen's taking care of the South Coast, which is Carmel area. And so you can drop boards off at Kelly's shop on the beach. And Sean
here?
Rhodes is taking care of the San Francisco area and that area. You can drop boards off at NorCal Surf Shop. Flea's taking care of the west side. So talk to Flea, Daryl Flea Verosco.
Can't miss him all over social media.
Super legend. You can drop boards off at his house, and then we're going to load them all in a container or two if we get enough, and ship them to Maui. And Liam's going to pay for the shipping because he has a deal with whatever shipping company. I can't remember. And you can donate too to Judd Lau on Instagram, Judd Lau Surfboards. You can donate money, and he'll shape people custom boards, and you know,
Yeah.
we're only barely scratching the surface of how many boards we need because everybody surfs in Lahaina, and there was thousands and thousands of people displaced, and they're hurting over there.
Can people drop boards at your house? Or
Yeah,
up at
so
these-
they're already dropping them off at my
Okay.
house. When I go home right now, there's
Yeah.
going to be a bunch of boards in my front yard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super relieved about that because being an insecure person that I am occasionally, I didn't know if it was going to work or not, you know what I mean? And immediately it was just like, I got a board, I got two
Right.
boards. TC, I walk in here, he gives me 2 boards,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked. And
Well, you don't realize the loss of what's going on in Lahaina because they ran for their lives.
Yeah.
Everything got left behind. My friend Charlie Lyon lost his house, and his art studio was in his house.
Yeah.
You know, that was his livelihood.
yeah.
And he couldn't get any of that stuff. And his paintings
Gone.
Yeah, gone. So it's such a struggle. Surfboards, the one thing about surfing is, and you guys, you know this, when you go surfing, you forget about your problems
Yeah.
when you surf.
Yeah.
You know, all suddenly there's like no phone, no bad news. It's all good news.
Yeah.
It's a
And getting people who are going through tough times back on a surfboard could be a real
Big-
game changer.
Yeah.
It could be a game changer, you know, and it's like, I'm really excited about it. They're taking surfboards, they're taking boogie boards, soft tops, longboards, fishing poles.
Right.
Those are the 5 things we're looking for right now. And
I
then
got some
donations.
fishing poles too.
For that, probably just.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I do. I got some fishing poles too. I'm happy to.
We're gonna load them all in this container,
That's awesome.
and it's gonna be. Thank you.
Yeah, I got some tuna lures. I got some stuff that I'll be happy
Fishing
to
gear?
throw in.
Got fishing
Yeah, I
gear?
got fishing gear. Yeah.
Boogie boards?
Yeah.
So tell your friends if they have any boards they want to donate.
Yes.
Yeah, Isla. Way to bring it on. I love that.
Yeah.
And when is this? How much time do we have for people to get their surfboards?
So
organized?
our goal is September 30th. We're going to ship the first container. You can donate, like I said, anytime on Venmo to Judd Lau Surfboards. You can find him on Instagram. It's at Judd Lau Surfboards. You can either DM him and find out his Instagram that way, or I think it's just Judd Lau.
Okay.
And just anybody watching, if you have a board, you can bring it here to the boardroom.
Okay.
As well,
Yes.
and I'll call Dave and let him know that we have them. So if you and honestly, I would say as long as it's in one piece and is in decent condition, it would be fantastic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so you can drop it off here and not have to worry
Not
about
looking for ones that are missing fins
Right.
and all dinged
Something-
up.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
something that
We
you
want
can
to
wax
send
up
them
and go surfing.
Yes.
Yeah. Great cause.
And just thank you so much to everyone for all your help, and we're so grateful. To me, it really hit home. I lived in Lahaina for a year. I have a really good friend. Her name's Casey Nagasako, and she married a Hawaiian guy over there, and she lived in Lahaina, and they had 2 little girls, and they lost everything. So
Yeah.
we're trying to help her as well. And yeah, I mean, the list goes on that we all have friends that lived in Lahaina. Lahaina,
for 3 years.
Maui, and Santa
Yeah.
Cruz have a huge connection.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's
All the islands.
you just
actually.
never would expect Lahaina to be destroyed by a fire. It was so
I can't even imagine it now because like we went there before, everything was like green and perfect, and all the tourists are there. And now like seeing all the photos, it's so sad. Like see that nothing's there anymore.
there's still 830 people missing.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think of what the people who are missing those people
Yeah.
are going through.
They're going through a lot over there, and so it's like, like many people, I was like, how do I help? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was struggling with that.
Yeah.
So when Liam told me about this thing, it was like an intense phone call, and I was like, dude, like, how do I help you? Now, how do I help you, Liam McNamara? You know what I mean? Because
The legend
this
Liam.
is
Yeah.
this is what I want to be doing with my time right now. You know what I mean? Even though I have other stuff to do too, but this is. I want to see those people. You see them all over Instagram. They're struggling.
Right. Yeah.
Well, just mentally, you know, there's physically, mentally, and then financially. You know, it's just every
I
angle.
was thinking it's actually worse than the earthquake we had here in '89 because people still didn't lose their houses. You still had your house there.
Yeah.
I think burned down. You've got nothing.
Well, like my neighbor's house came off the foundation, but they could still live in it.
Right.
You know, my other neighbor's chimney fell over. You could still live in it. But when a firestorm,
Everything's gone.
everything's gone.
It's
You
like
know,
the fires here.
and I have a few things. You know, what do you take?
Yeah.
That fire sometimes was moving at 60 miles an hour. What do you take?
Right.
How much time do you have?
Nobody got to take it.
Yeah, I mean, you basically run for your life and dive in the ocean.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
You know, and so it's like the loss and the scarring emotionally from that has to be just devastating. So I'm happy to help. I hope people watching him. We're looking for surfboards. We're looking for boogie boards, a fishing pole.
Bring them to the boardroom.
Yeah, you can bring anything you want to the boardroom here. I'll make sure it gets to Dave.
I
And
talked to Judd yesterday, and he said soft tops and longboards is what what they're really struggling about or getting. Fishing poles, boogie boards too. They have a ton of shortboards right now, but they need more.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to donate those too. But
so my little donations are actually right on prime time.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a 7-footer. We got a soft top.
perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Okay, well that's
I'm
great.
stoked. There's going to be someone riding this
That's
and
it.
having a smile on their face for the
That's
first
awesome.
time in months.
And what's awesome about that is that board literally sits in a storage room and doesn't get ridden.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people watching have a board that maybe is sentimental, but you don't ride it. And
Right.
feel good sentimentally that somebody who's lost everything can ride that board.
Yeah.
To me, that's an amazing gesture. To take an old board that maybe you've had for a long time. Both of these, this Howard I've had for a long time. I actually bought it for my collection, but I figure it's a perfect Maui board.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah.
dips and someone's going to be
That'll
stoked.
work.
Someone's
Yeah.
going to be stoked.
I have
I
a
can
question
see him out
about
at
the
Mala
board.
Wharf just trimming down the line.
I have a question about the board. So, for anyone who's looking to donate a shortboard, are you guys looking to have fins in it?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, Isla,
Yes. You know.
have you been to Surf Ranch yet?
Yes, I
You
have.
have? Okay. Would you go again?
She got really,
Yes.
really
Did you go
barreled
again,
at
yeah?
the surf ranch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you document that?
I did.
Uh-huh.
I did document.
So that's like pretty, I mean, it's not a huge wave,
And
but
her
it's still a
dad
pretty
got
big
barreled,
deal.
and her mom got a sick one.
Yeah.
Her whole family surfs there.
Wow.
So
Her
Isla,
dad's a legend.
he got invited to go, but he came up with the excuse that he can't make it. What do you think about that?
You're missing out. You need to go.
I know, yeah,
It's
thanks.
really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I know Kelly Sorensen's probably watching right now, just giggling. With the
We're trying,
What?
Kelly.
Yeah.
What's
so,
Isla, what's he missing?
How's
An
the
amazing day.
how's
fun
the food?
with friends. It's pretty good.
food's good too?
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
the
it's
chocolate's
not
amazing.
pretty.
The hot
good.
chocolate's
The food
amazing?
is like as good as it gets, and it's so rad. Kelly does these trips. They're called the Days of Stoke, and he does multiple per year. He kind of spaces them out, and I think Kelly enjoys it more than anyone.
Oh yeah.
He gets so barreled out there. And
He brings his willy
he's
board
got the
out
biggest smile on his face. Looks like a little kid. Anyway, yeah, it's silly. It's like, it's definitely when you walk in that gate, like they have to like tear me out of there. I don't want to leave. You know? Escape from reality for 36
there. You're like
hours.
an environmental protester. You lock yourself to
You
the
said the
thing,
other
chain
day-
yourself.
You said that it's your favorite place on earth.
It is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is because I love all the people that work there. You know, and the food is like phenomenal.
You've
like,
been there a lot. How many times have you been there?
Probably like 45 times.
45 times.
But
Yeah.
it's hard to.
And it's still your
It's like-
favorite place.
Yeah. It's just a great
Probably
escape.
never gets old.
And the waves are so sick. You know, the train moves at like 30 miles an hour, and so the wave is moving. You can almost take off on it before it even breaks, and so it's just
Yeah.
like one of those. It's one of those things where someone my age can like struggle standing up, and then you get up to your feet and you move your feet around. And you're like, oh, there it is, and then you're like, rah! It's like surfing like you used to,
Right.
because you have all the time in the world. It goes for 800 yards. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's the sickest. It is.
And how many times have you been there?
I've been there twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Wow. You can't wait to go back?
I look forward to it.
You want my spot? You can have my spot tomorrow.
Oh, are you serious? You better not cheese it like that. She'll be in my car. She's homeschooled, dude.
I don't have class tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Okay, well,
You hear that,
Kelly.
Kelly? We might have a
Yeah,
new one.
stunt double. She surfs better than me anyways, Kelly. Let's talk about other stuff going on. What's going on in your life right now? I know you went to Hawaii.
I went to Hawaii to drop my daughter off at school. That was heavy.
How emotions? So let's talk about emotions.
Tears? Tears.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to University of Hawaii. I'm super proud of her. She is.
is that your fault?
Living in the
That's
dorms.
your fault, right? Because she loves Hawaii so much because you kept taking her over there.
It's always been her goal, you know. I mean, since she was a little girl, she's like, "This is where I want to go to school," and I'm so stoked about that because if she went to Utah or somewhere, I'd probably never see her, you know. what I
Well,
mean?
and also you have your troops out there.
Yeah,
You know,
everyone.
yeah, she's not gonna get away with shit out there.
no,
Yeah,
she knows everybody too. It's classic. She like the first 2 days of school, she met all these girls and they formed this posse and they all went to the North Shore. And they were just tripping because everyone's like, yo, like all these people, like, and they're like, how do you know all these people?
That's awesome.
Good for her. She's got a time of her life.
Yeah, she
she'll
already
love
is.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her. Anyway, she's
And you will see her a lot because you go to Hawaii dozens of times, a year. So you'll see a lot of her. And next winter you'll be there for a bunch.
Yes. So it was bittersweet though because I also went over there for McCullough Jones paddle out, and he was a really good friend of mine, and his daughter is like one of Kiala's best friends, and so that was extremely heavy. But it was good to be there. I was really stoked that I got to be there for that, and it was one of the most intense ceremonies and emotional day
Right.
on the North Shore.
Yeah.
And
It's so sad because those situations, like, I guess you never really know how important you are or how your circle of friends, how strong it is until it's
Come
over.
together.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
And
yeah.
shout out to Willie too here.
The second biggest paddle out I've seen other than Jack O'Neill's.
Jack's, yeah.
We were talking about that today in the car. We
Yeah.
were saying, oh, was Jack big? Like, was it that big? He said it's like almost that big.
Yeah, Jax
So
was
that
big.
pretty big,
Jax was
yeah.
big.
Yeah, Jax was big. Jay's was big
Yeah.
too.
Jack's was so big that I didn't recognize Pleasure Point.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like, whoa, like what?
How many people
I
live
looked out in the water and
We
it
have
was
the
like,
best story for that. TC and I have the best story
It
for
was
that thing.
insanity. We saw a giant shark. We were the first ones at Jack's paddle out to show up because
We were on the way to.
We
We basically couldn't see anything because it was foggy.
it was pea soup fog. We drove our boat there. We drove the boat into the kelp, and the Coast Guard was there, and they're like, "No boats in the kelp. You guys got to be outside the kelp." So we turned around. Coast Guard's right next to us. We're both heading out, and out of nowhere, this pissed off 15-foot great white jumped out of the water in front of our boat,
Wow.
arched back, mouth open,
Pissed.
ah! A gigantic splash. Neil and I both saw it. We're like, we screamed like when you were probably 5 years old. The scream you'd make. Ah! I look over at the Coast Guard and I say to the Coast Guard guy,
Did you see that?
"Did you see that?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Are you going to do anything?" And he goes, "F no. We're not going to say a word about this."
I ain't paddling. I'm
Yeah.
not getting on a board.
So we're like, "Oh, we're not getting in the water." No, because we were going to paddle out, right? We're like, we're staying in the boat.
Who was seeing the one
Jeff Denholm. Like 2 seconds later, I mean, there's literally rings coming out from the splash. And Jeff Denholm paddles up. He's like, we're like, "Hey, Jeff, just to let you know, there's a giant shark pissed off right here." He's like, "I don't care."
wow.
Yeah.
What a beast.
I know. He's like, "I don't care about a shark." Jack's paddle out was awesome.
Yeah.
She was out
I was
there.
out
A little
there.
contest right now. A little contest.
Okay.
How many photos do you think's on his phone? On Nelly's phone.
Is there? Can you count that if we open your phone right now?
How many photos?
Okay, so,
how many
okay.
photos? Not video. Not video. How many photos do you think are on his phone?
I'm gonna guess 31,000.
Wow.
Okay. Is it right? I'm putting $1 on it. Okay. Okay. What are you saying?
How much did you say?
31,000.
25,000.
He has his phone. Okay. Listen. I'm putting you in. I'm putting you in.
I'm a,
So I said 30.
I I love it. I love gambling, by the way. It's one of my favorite
Okay.
things.
I'm going. I think 29,000.
29.
I'm
I
20.
said 31. That's like Price is Right. There's always that one
You
person.
have what? 25?
25.
Neil wins.
20. Neil wins?
Yeah, I think.
Can we
it's a
check?
new phone.
Yeah,
So it's only got like 8,000, 9,000.
Thank you very much.
How old the phone was?
Let's see.
Okay, hold it. Don't take that money so fast.
Yeah. Get that back over here.
Yeah. Thank you, Isla. Appreciate that.
Let's see.
Okay. New phone, though, folks.
How do we,
Like this. And yeah.
Thank God we
see?
have kids.
Yeah, we have a kid here.
She knows how to use the phone.
Okay, so recent.
Oh, wait. 46,730.
But that's videos too.
No, just photos.
Okay. I don't know how you do that.
Hold it. I win this thing, dude.
You might
No,
win.
that's the video.
37,000. Wow.
Boom! Taking the
Oh,
money, folks!
Dang, I didn't even know that. That's a lot of photos.
Man, on a
And
new
a
phone?
New phone.
That's crazy.
All right,
He's a
so
photographer.
that's Nelly's life right there, folks.
Okay, Landon McNamara is playing at Felton Music Hall coming up. You know, blow that up a little bit.
Yeah,
Right?
Landon McNamara.
He was been on the show.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be
My
sold
parents are
out.
going to see
So,
that.
huh?
Parents are going to
Yeah,
see
her
it.
parents are.
I'm gonna go too.
I wanted to go.
I'm gonna see
It's gonna be
Comic Kings are
insane.
Saturday night. Do you know that band?
Yeah, we almost did that.
Landon may have to do a second or third show.
Yeah.
May have to get him at Pono
Something you
for Timmy.
Do that. We can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool
Landon's
too.
second show.
Yeah, right. Or do a pre-show and do maybe a little Maui thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, that'd be kind of cool too. You know that brother Timmy enjoys the Maui.
I
folk.
booked shows for Timmy.
Yeah, yeah.
Timmy's been doing a bunch of.
Yeah, he's been.
Maui
Well, I mean,
fundraising
he's
as
as
well.
Maui.
No,
He's
it's
more
just
Maui
speaking-
than anybody.
Well, he's from Maui.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of that, next Saturday, Maui fundraiser from 7 to 10 o'clock, and No Malacca Dojo is going to be playing down there
At
at Pono for a Maui fundraiser.
Wow.
This is going to be act.
Spencer's going to be playing.
Spencer's playing.
Wow.
Friday night?
Yeah,
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday
This
night.
Saturday?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
7 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Wow.
I'm going to that.
That's going to be a fun show.
Timmy, you better get me in there.
Nelly's on the guest list. Well, I love that. And Landon was on the show, and he's killing it. And when he was on the show that week, he had passed Bob Marley on iTunes.
Yeah, I remember.
that
Yeah.
week. He was very excited about that.
Yeah.
And so it's good to see that he's out touring and doing his thing.
He is doing, I was just hanging with him, and he is crushing it, and his voice sounds amazing.
I can't wait. That's awesome.
And, yeah, it's just good to see, like, him back playing more and more and more, you know what I mean?
That's
It's
great.
not
We
that he
should,
ever
we should go to
wasn't
that show.
playing, but
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah.
And,
He's got new music out.
Well,
he
have him,
does.
he can come play here if he wants.
or he can do a Santa
Pono.
Cruz meet and greet that day or something. Who knows? But
Yeah.
we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
Let's talking about people that are doing fantastic. I want to get an update on some of the new talent in Santa Cruz that I know you're always documenting and photographing of these. Not the Nat Young dogs, but like of the up and comers right now.
Up-and-comers.
Yeah.
So
Update, Nelly. Update.
she's one of my favorites.
What?
One of my favorites. She rips at skating. Isla Hardy. Thank you. And she rips at surfing too. But like her improvement level is just like through the roof. It's crazy. Anyway, you riding Chris Borst's board, right?
Yeah.
She's got some sick new boards.
How about wetsuits?
What's it on you?
Oh, Neil wetsuits. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're getting it all sorted
That's
out.
why we had a shoot today with her and Flea and this kid Olai Moon, who I was gonna mention next. He's only been surfing for 3.5 years. The kid's crazy good,
He's
right?
insane, yeah.
Hunting huge airs, and like I've never seen a person that surfed for 3.5 years surf like him.
Wow.
And I didn't even know who he was until Flea put him on the team, and then I started shooting with him, and I was just like, "Whoa, this kid is gnarly."
What's his
And
name?
He also skates and rips at skating. So
And
What's
where's he
a
live?
trend.
Where's he live in town?
lives on the west side.
Does he?
Yeah.
What's
he
his
has
name
a ramp,
again?
and he has a ramp in his backyard also.
Wow.
Olai Moon.
Olai Moon.
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it first here, folks.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you got a, Rivy Hunter.
Yeah, she's on fire, right?
She's gonna be gnarly.
Yeah,
She is gnarly already, actually.
Yeah, and she's progressing quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And another O'Neill team rider,
Another
of course,
Well,
Papa
Oh, I
John.
know,
Yeah, that's great. So the girls are kind of on fire right now,
girls
huh?
are on fire.
Wow.
Let's see, there's Max Saint Denis is pretty Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ripping.
How about
He's
Brody Price? Is Brody on fire right
Brody's
now?
on fire.
Yeah.
Brody's on fire.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
Stores.
Yeah. The Store sisters are ripping too. Do you know who them?
No.
Mm-mm.
3 sisters, and Maddie is the oldest, correct? And then Olivia, and then Emery.
And how old are they?
Maddie, I think, is 17. Olivia is 14, and Emery is, I think, 11 or 12.
Competition right there, huh?
Yeah.
We're good friends with them, though.
Okay, well, it's all good until you beat her, and then she doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah, there's so many, actually.
Is it-
It's like, it's rad because there was an era in Santa Cruz a while ago, like early 2000s or mid 2000s, like 2005, where there wasn't a ton of up-and-comers. It was like, I don't know what was going on. No, this is way before
Oh,
that.
way before that?
Yeah, and then it seemed there was a switch in Santa Cruz where all of a sudden people didn't want to be gangsters anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all of a sudden wanted to be pro surfers again.
And they got healthy and paid attention.
Yeah, and now it's just like this explosion. You know,
Right.
like
Right.
Matt Daniels' kid,
Yeah.
James Daniels.
James Daniels. Yeah.
And, you know, Koa DePoit and Seth's kid, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's
is
doing
gnarly.
great. Yeah, Jackson's
Yeah.
gnarly, yeah.
He's
Hey,
gnarly.
I love his attitude. He's a cool kid, you know? He's not really a kid anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's a man.
Isla, is it tough
Frog's
to?
kid, Adam. And
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's gnarly.
I like following Frog's social media involvement with his kids, too.
Yeah.
You know, he's always...
They have a lot of kids.
They do. They have an army. Yeah, it's a band. It's the
got-
Partridge Family.
Hey, Isla, is it tough to be competitors and friends? Is that difficult, or can you put them aside?
A little bit, just when we all started competing together.
Yeah.
Because we're all such good friends out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And we all train together.
Yeah.
And we're all super competitive with each other.
They have a squadron.
Yeah.
Like her and
Like
Kira
these girls.
and Rivy and
KK.
KK.
Sienna and like.
Yeah.
Push each other,
There's
though.
like
yeah,
a
that's
whole,
why I love surfing.
Mm-hmm.
and they're all just starting to like. It's just like back in the day where they push each other and they
You try harder.
They literally get better and better every session.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
one of them do
Yeah.
something you can't do, and it makes you want to do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. That's
What do you want to do that you can't do right now on a surfboard and a skateboard?
I'm
Both.
just starting to kind of try airs.
Yeah?
I definitely want to like get airs dialed in. 'Cause that's
She won the
Okay.
the best air in the Barney event.
Oh, yeah, that
Uh,
was you. Wow, you're getting famous.
How about skateboarding?
I got tricks that I want to learn.
Yeah.
She just learned frontside rocks.
Wow.
Right now.
Mm.
Scary
Wow.
trick.
That's my daughter broke 7 bones doing a frontside rock. Just so you know. True story, folks.
Thank you.
Yeah. She did.
Oh, no.
She broke 7 bones in one fall. Frontside rock. Skull bowl.
Is that what you want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try I want to do like airs at parks and stuff because we just have a ramp.
Right.
But I definitely want to like keep pushing it with skateboarding.
All right.
Try new stuff.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Yeah. Skateboarding is so fun. It's great for your surfing, too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Transfers
awesome.
are open.
Yeah, it's same. It's all about speed and
Right.
creating speed.
Interjecting, quick skateboarding this Friday on the Off It Radio Show. Who's coming on the show?
We have Dave Duncan.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Dave Duncan's in town, and Don Bostic. Two
Oh, no
legends.
way.
Two legends.
Coming too?
Yeah, and
I gotta be here for that.
and I think we might have Steve-O, N-Man founder of the N-Man skateboarding crew from Sacramento. That they currently have a documentary that's been doing very well at the film festival.
They'll be here.
And he'll be here too. They're all here for the Tim Brush contest
Right.
this weekend at the Mike Fox Skate Park Saturday
Oh, I
and
saw
Sunday.
that on
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah. So there's still, if you want
Dave
to,
Duncan judging or what's
he is
announcing?
judging and announcing. Yeah,
Sick.
doing both. And so so Friday night we got legends of skateboarding here, and will be a great show. To
Yeah.
touch, because Duncan's a legend, and Don Bostic, I mean, he's a legend too. But what he's done over the years has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And so, up on the roof over here, there's the very first Santa Cruz snowboard ever built was for Don Bostic to ride at the U.S. Championships at Snow Summit.
Oh, is that it? In the corner?
No, it's up on the roof, but
I remember interviewing
yeah.
Don Boston before about the beginning of snowboarding and how hard it was, and they pretty much just was getting kicked off every mountain they tried to approach.
He was a great snowboarder. He ran Donner Ski Ranch for many years and broke his back off the face there. He jumped off the face at Donner, and we'll hear about that story.
You know his nickname?
Yeah. What is it?
Two Dog Dawn.
Two Dog Dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had those little dogs.
Little dogs, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Great musician. So this Friday's
Yeah,
show will
great
be very
musician,
fun.
yeah.
So yeah, Tim Brosh contest this weekend. Obviously, we have the Pono benefit on Saturday, right?
Yep.
Coming up, and no more
Malacca Dojo.
Yeah, it's a funny name.
And once again, if you want to drop, if you got a board you want to give up, you want to send out to Maui.
Yeah, boogie board or a soft top, a
Thank you in
surfboard.
advance for that.
Fishing
Yeah.
poles.
Yeah, fishing pole.
Drop off.
You might have a tuna lure hanging around, but anything you got will go to a great home, and you can bring it here to the shop, and I'll make sure that it gets in Nelly's hands and gets in that container. I'm happy to donate 2 surfboards out of my stack, and I know everyone has a few boards, so I appreciate that. Yeah,
And the Art and Wine Festival's this weekend.
and you have
Oh,
a booth
that's
there
right.
too,
We
right?
got a booth, yeah.
There.
Yeah, where's your booth? Do you know?
Right in the middle, kind of like by the beach. It's on the ocean side of the sidewalk.
Nice.
And what are you have metal photos and,
Yeah, metal prints and,
and
stuff
And
like
then,
that.
like,
I'm right down from Maya Negra. Maya Negra's gonna have
Right next
booth
door?
right there, and
Awesome.
then also Waggy's girl will have her jewelry there right across the way. So it's
awesome.
gonna be a fun time.
Art and Wine's great. So go down there, support Dave, who's been supporting the youth of our community forever.
Yeah.
You wake up early.
I do.
Yeah.
I always wake up early.
Yeah, you're an early riser, and that's how you are successful in what you do.
I'm going to go to bed early tonight. I got 48 hours with Nelly.
And
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be in for it. It's gonna be just nonstop.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You don't have to drink coffee or anything.
No,
you got
just
Nelly
let's
coffee
go
right
48
here.
hours with Nelly.
Well, tell Kelly I said hi,
Yeah.
and I hope you got the chance to catch a couple waves.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's
We'll see what
hopefully you'll get out there and is Slater in town?
No.
Okay. He
He
doesn't.
was in town.
He was.
He's probably down at Trestles right now.
yeah.
That makes sense. And
I've
are
seen
you?
all those guys? Garen was down there shooting at Trestles today, and it was
All the pros.
Those
Griff
pumping.
and everybody
Yeah,
was
yeah.
there.
Griffin, Ethan, Caroline,
Yeah.
Blake.
Good swell down there. I
Yeah,
saw
there's
it.
supposed
Yeah.
to be some swell for the finals.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the update.
Absolutely.
Isla.
Yeah.
The news
Isla.
about Isla.
She's 13 years.
So
Yeah.
you want to
Name
know
enough.
how stoked Isla is about surfing? She's
So
giving
Isla,
us a trust report.
I got a thing for you. When we get TC and I get too old to do the show, we're gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah,
Sounds
you're taking
good.
over.
Okay, so you know the names, you know the people, you know that you have experience. You've been on since this is 13 years old. It was your first time on the show. You'd be perfect for it.
You want to shout out Sean Dollar and all your sponsors?
Oh yeah, give a shout to who sponsors you.
Salty Crew,
Woo!
Awesome.
Sean Dollar, and then O'Neill Surf Shop, Nelly, and Flea, and then Sunbum Marcel,
Yeah.
Marcel.
and Chris Force.
Thanks for your
Yeah.
positive vibes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
Well, you know how we always when we're like God, we don't our guest canceled. We gotta call Nelly. From now on, we're just calling Isla.
I know we're gonna go right by her.
I'm out.
We're going right by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey Dave, can you get Isla on the show for us?
Do you have a cell phone yet? Okay, when you get a cell phone, you let us know because we'll call
Oh, you
you.
hear that? She
Kelly.
chooses not to have one.
Kelly, make sure and order some chips with mayonnaise for Neil.
Chips and mayonnaise.
English special.
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring your
For the
putter?
Pommy.
You bringing your putter down there too?
We have.
Well, I'm bringing my stick.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm bringing the stick because the weighing machine closes down. If there's a problem, we're gonna go tee it up.
And so, are you guys? You gonna bring a bunch of $1
We
bills
might,
down there?
we might be there till Sunday.
You know he loves to bet for money.
my God, I
yeah.
got- huh?
Bring a bunch of
I got
ones.
great pictures of my nose in his wallet.
That's so awesome.
It was just one of
You
my.
know why? Because you know want to know how he won? I was winning. It was the last hole or second to last hole, and I was about to chip. I was up there pin high.
This is a
And I get to right here, and he goes like this, boom, with his golf clubs, and they go clang, clang, clang in my backswing, and I just shanked it straight right. And then he
You
was
play
laughing.
dirty.
Yeah.
You
It was
did.
an accident.
Accident. That was not an accident, right?
It was
He
one
planned
of
it.
the maddest I'd ever been, probably.
Pissed.
And then you
So
took
we get to 18 and we tied, right? So we're driving home.
How much was on the line?
I don't know. Who knows?
4 hours.
$4 maybe, but it's not the point. The point is that you got to beat the guy. You got to beat your friend, right?
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. So we're driving home, and I go, dude, we got to finish this. He's like, well, what are you thinking? I go, well, let's go to Golf Mart over here, and we'll have a putt off.
In the store.
Yeah, they have this In the middle of the store, they got this big putting green.
Of course.
You walk in there, it's whisper quiet, whisper quiet like this, right?
Library.
And we walk in there and go, yeah, screaming and shouting.
Oh my God. And who won?
I forget. Who cares?
I don't remember.
We don't even care.
But it was only $4.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It was up to, that was the fun.
Okay, so you guys do this a lot. Who normally?
Well, he takes all my money. He's a legend. He's a star.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know?
Well, have you won the amateur thing here?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Are you trying still?
He's trying.
Second.
Okay. All right. Hey, second last year.
That was my best.
So you're still trying though. You're not giving up.
Still trying.
Okay. Have you won that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. That was fun.
Thanks, Neil.
Isla, we're gonna get you back on the show because
love
I think your future's
I just
very
want to make
bright.
sure and thank
Thank you.
Kelly on the beach.
Yeah,
shop.
thanks, Kelly.
Um,
Hooking us
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. I really do appreciate
everyone
it.
involved. O'Neill, Flea, NorCal Surf Shop, Liam McNamara, and North Shore Surf Shop, and Judd Lau mainly because he's the one who came up with all this for Maui, and it's blowing up, and it's gonna be. We're gonna send so many boards over there. It's gonna be awesome.
Awesome. It's good. You're going to fill it up.
I want to see the first photo on the little kid with a big smile.
I just saw on YouTube there's a guy over there that organized a little kid boogie board day over there, and it was so cool. It was like 6-inch waves washing up on the beach, but the smile on these kids'
Yeah, who
faces.
cares?
You know, it was all kids who lost their homes and everything.
Yeah.
And he just showed up at the beach with a few boogie boards, and the joy
Yeah.
is what is so important. So
It's just like you said. It's like it washes everything. I mean, even for us, you paddle out and it's like everything's washes away. And you're like, oh my God, I feel so good.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's a mental laxative.
So again, if you guys have a board laying around, bring
Yep.
it on down here to the shop, and I'll make sure Nelly gets it. And looking for some tuna lures.
All right.
Check the garage. We haven't had albacore here in years, so I'm sure that there might be a few of those laying around. But bring it on by the store, and we'll get it to them.
So once again, special show Friday. Go.
Yep. Big show Friday with Duncan. I mean, a legend, and Don Bostic. Man, those guys are OG.
So this is a second off the lip radio show of the week.
Yeah, we do a few. Quick story about Dave Duncan, just so you guys know. Tony Hawk did the 900 at the X Games in San Francisco. The only reason I was there, I witnessed it. The only reason he did that, Dave Duncan would not let him quit.
Yeah.
And Tony Hawk was beat to crap. He had fallen like 17 times
More.
trying that 900.
I was there.
Yeah, it was insane. And Dave Duncan was relentless for him to not stop.
Because he was
And
so close.
he was
And it
so
like
close.
He landed it and
Yeah.
fell, and then he landed
Yeah.
it and slid out, and then
It
he
was-
landed it, and it was just like...
And you would not believe it. When he landed it, I was 10 feet from the ramp. Every human's there. All their arms went straight over their head. It was the most insane.
I remember that.
Every single human's arms went straight up in the air.
yeah.
It was incredible.
and he did speed wobbles in the flat.
Yeah, and
it was
barely
so
hung on,
sick.
and it was just insane. But it was such a historical moment. And then you know what's crazy? I just saw the board got stolen that night.
No.
And a kid stole it that night. And Tony Hawk just posted this on his social media. And the kid who stole it, he told his neighbor, and his neighbor took it back and got it back to Tony.
Wow.
Yeah, and Tony got the board back.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is really
Years
cool.
later, or just...
Years later, yeah,
Wow.
it took a while back. So we'll hear about that story from Dave Duncan on Friday night about Tony Hawk's Big 900. Good show tonight, Neil.
Good skater.
Isla,
Dave
it was,
Duncan.
it was great to have Isla here. Nelly,
Yeah,
thanks for
nice
bringing
job.
Isla. Yeah, we're gonna have you back.
Yeah.
I love to.
You're gonna be a roving reporter for us, and we're gonna pick your brain and hear about what's going on with the crew that you're surfing with every day, and we'll find out about your competitive accolades, and we'll follow your career.
Yes.
So just be prepared for that.
And you can take off the show. We'll take over the show.
Yeah, and then we're gonna give you the show.
Yeah.
And you can take the reins and run
yours.
with it. Yeah.
Thanks for the board, TC.
Right on,
That's
Nelly.
huge.
Always happy to help out. It makes me feel good to support Maui. So, like I said again, I'll beat this one more time. If you got a surfboard in the yard, the garage, in the rafters, to take joy in that it can go to Maui and
Yeah.
be put smiles on kids' faces. So bring them by the store.
And adults' faces.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But, I mean, that's what I'm hoping someone's going to get shocked.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Neil, thanks. Friday night,
Yeah.
Dave Duncan.
Two Dog Dawn.
Woo! Good night, everybody.